Welcome to Sapphire Ridge News. People, a few minutes to pile in. Just a few things in the meantime. So, hey, Julianne. Yep, I think that Trump should get the Nobel Peace Prize. I did some changing around on my end so that you guys won't have to see me go like this to move stuff on the screen. You won't see the palm of my hand over the camera anymore. So I've been watching all this stuff with Gene Hackman, and the story is starting to change. The originally, you remember they said that it was carbon monoxide, blah blah blah. Well, they had the utility company come out and test for carbon monoxide and found zero carbon monoxide. They found they said that his body was in the mudroom and that her body, right, no proof of it. Her body was in the bathroom and there were pills scattered all over the counter, all over the floor. And Joe Scott Morgan, who used to be part of Nancy Grace's team, I don't know if he still is, but he said that when you have more than one person die at the same time, he said it's usually suspicious. And he said for them to immediately say no sign of foul play, he said that by itself is suspicious. Um, this morning I watched some updates and they found a mansion. They haven't said yet what was in the tunnel, whether he used it for storage or whatever, but um, and the person that found them was one of the workers that works there, said that when he arrived, the front door was wide open, and said he called out to him when he saw him, meaning Gene Hackman, and got no response, and said then he walked around. Yeah, it was the gardener. That's right. And then he, I guess, called authorities. But This all makes this suspicious. And for them to come out right away and say, oh, no foul play here. Yeah, yeah, it was the gardeners that said that the front door was wide open, which that's all suspicious. And for the cop to say, nope, no foul play, move along. It's like you're on some kind of crack, right? Because when you have two people and one of their dogs found dead, um, the one daughter said that she hadn't talked to him for 3 months. That's kind of weird. Your elderly dad and you don't talk to him for 3 months. Um, but when she did talk to him 3 months ago, that he was feeling fine, he was doing good, she was doing good, she was very healthy. That's not normal. Like my daughter just moved here to Montana to be closer to me. So she lives in Helena, which is like 4.5 hours away. But if there was something going on with me, she would be right here. There would be no, well, I'll call you in a couple of months. It's like, no, what the hell is going on? Why aren't you answering the damn phone? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I got a new air conditioner. I really like it. Let me see if I can switch the camera and show it to you. Nope, that's not it. Wrong button. There, there it is. It sits on the floor in front of the window, window, and has a hose that goes out the. And that thing does a good job. That came yesterday, and I installed it. But this is all suspicious. And for the cop to say, no, no big deal, move along, move along, that makes it more suspicious, right? That makes it, to me, it makes it more suspicious. I'm trying to figure out, well, I'm going to be streaming tonight during the Trump's speech, and I'm going to try to figure out how to stream it so that you guys can watch with me. Even if I have to point the iPad at the TV and we can watch together. Does that sound cool? Because Trump said yesterday, he said, I'm just going to tell the American people the truth. And I thought, oh, that sounds interesting. Finally, a president that's going to tell us the truth. I'm all in for that. I'm all in for that. I do like the way this is set up now because my hand can stay off from in front of the camera and stuff. And you guys are aligned up instead of being on the left side where I have to go over the camera to highlight what you're saying all the time. Now it's on the right side. Yeah, that's something else. Um, Yesterday afternoon, Trump cut all military aid to Afghanistan. He's not playing. And Marco Rubio already cut their financial aid. He cut their financial aid on Friday afternoon. Yeah, yeah. Trump yesterday announced, I didn't mean Afghanistan, I meant Ukraine. Sorry. Trump cut all military aid to Ukraine yesterday afternoon. Hey, Zach, how are you today? Zach, I was just telling Julianne that I'm going to stream for the president's speech tonight. We might end up pointing the camera at the TV and watch together. Right. UK said that we can't do anything without the USA. But then the UK Prime Minister Starmer, who's a real jackwagon, said that they were sending planes to Ukraine and troops on the ground to back up those planes. What a ding dong, right? Okay, I wanted to show it to you guys so that we can watch together because I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be really good. And interested to see what new things he talks about. See, here's another thing. You know, the liberals are all up in arms over tariffs. Well, if you do some research, you'll find out that before 1913, our country was run entirely on tariffs. There was no income tax. There was no income tax before 1913. It was all a tariff based economy. Well, they launched the recall effort to get rid of Karen Bass. It launched this morning. Right. Yeah, he said he was sending planes and 20,000 troops to back up those planes. I thought, what a jackwagon, right? What a jackwagon. I got to say that this Prime Minister of UK is one of the dumbest that I think I've seen them have in quite a long time. What do you think, Julianne? Yeah, yeah. And see, a lot of the press is saying, "Oh, Trump kicked him out of the Oval Office. How mean of him." That's not the way that went down. Trump simply told him, "You don't want peace. Come back when you want peace." Right. I don't think they do either. And I think the UK is blinded by, I'm not quite sure why they would just send troops, send troops. Right, right. Yeah. Scott Bessent said that he personally met with him 2 times previous, and he said he's just ungrateful. He doesn't appreciate what we have done for him. And I did like that there are some senators that are calling for Zelensky to resign. Even even Lindsey Graham said that no deal will be made with Zelensky for Ukraine. He said he basically said he's worn out his welcome. At least that's the way I took it. Yeah, I think there's a lot of them. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of kickbacks. All right, I'm going to get off of here. I will see you guys tonight for the speech. Love you guys. Yep, that's about right. The EU is funding the war by buying gas from Russia. Yep. See you guys. I'll be here tonight. Love you guys. Bye.